Hey guys, it's Brian. Happy National Ceiling Fan Day to all of you. It is September 18th, 2024, and I'm going to take you on a tour of the fans that are installed in my house. We're going to start with some memorabilia here. There's a Casablanca mouse pad that I have on my entry table here, and the little truck and trailer there. To the right here, we have what's called Casablanca Corner, which has all of my official authorized dealer signs, the Panama 5 and the 20th Century Limited sign right there. And the wall clock, which does not have a battery in it. I don't use this clock. It's just there for decoration. Then when you go immediately to the left into my living room, still have the Antique Brass 1981 Gallery Edition Victorian here with the Slumber Quiet. And my favorite light kit has the tulip shades and a mid-century modern etched center globe that I found at an architectural salvage store. Also has a genuine Casablanca tassel pull chain and real Casablanca cane blades, which I normally would have put stencil on this just because a Victorian with stencil is like just the best. And also happens to be my favorite combination on a Victorian, since the Victorian is my favorite Casablanca fan. However, as you've probably seen before, I have these two 1970s Groovewood lamps in here that match the blades on the fan. And I also have a swag lamp here that has the same cane pattern as the blades, so it made perfect sense to do cane blades on this fan, and I think it looks amazing. But if I ever decide to change the lamps in here, I'll probably put stencil on this fan because that's just my favorite combination. But I love this. Still on the 4-speed Leviton wall control. Right now it is running on medium. I typically tend to run my fans because all the other fans in the house have these controls with the exception of the sunroom fans. I typically run them medium or high. I don't usually run them on low unless it's in the winter when I just need heat circulation rather than air movement. And it's extremely rare that I ever run them on max just because I just don't. But I can. There's nothing wrong with running them on max. As a matter of fact, here, let me just turn it down to low so you can see what it looks like running on low. So typically in the winter when I'm running this fan to get some heat reclamation from the sloped ceilings, I'll run it on this speed. Nice aesthetic low speed. And then I'll turn it up to high on the control, which is more like a medium speed. It does have a bit of a wobble to it, but I think that's exaggerated by the recall clip in the canopy. It causes fans to wobble more than they typically do without it. But since I have a sloped ceiling and an original canopy, you need the recall clip in this case. And we'll turn it on high just for shits and grins. Absolute powerhouse, of course, because it's a K55. And I'll turn it back down to where it was on low. Sorry, medium, not low. Sorry about the background noise. I'm doing laundry right now. It's my dryer. And going into the sunroom here, you've seen the video, if you follow my channel, on these two Antique Brass 1st Gen Fasco Charlestons that I installed here earlier this year. I actually got these over the summer from Patrick Neese. I did a trade for these two fans because my two Newtone Sea Islands were just not moving enough air, so I decided to upgrade to two 1st Gen Charlestons since those are my favorite of the Charlestons. Actually, really my favorite Fasco fans are first gen Charlestons. And these have been working out very, very well. I did add tassel pull chains from Tassel Depot, and they look really good on these fans. So if you're ever looking for pull chain tassels, try them, Tassel Depot. And these are still running on the 4-speed Harbor Breeze wall controls with the light dimmers. They're running on low 2 right now. If you want to see demonstrations of the speeds, check my individual videos for each of the fans that I'm going to show you. I made an exception for the Victorian in the living room. And then here in the kitchen, I still have my Art Deco light fixture that was custom made over my 50s diner kitchen table. I happen to really like this here. No, I do not plan on putting a fan here because I don't really need one here in the kitchen, and I happen to really like this light fixture. So, but there is a Westinghouse safety brace that light is attached to. So if I wanted to put a fan there, I could put whatever I want. So that might change in the future, but for now I'm just leaving that there. Going into my bedroom, I apologize about the mess. I'm doing laundry currently. We have the 1991 1.1 amp Hunter Original, 3-speed, antique brass, still running like a champ. Absolutely dead silent. This is running on the medium speed on the Leviton 4-speed wall control, which, by the way, if you're looking for a good wall control for a 1.1 amp original, this one is awesome. It's rated for 1.5 amps, so it can handle a 1.1 amp original no problem, and it gives it a very nice aesthetic low speed. If you want to see that, check the individual video that I have on this one. But yeah, this one's not going anywhere. This is a great fan. I did add a tassel pull chain to it just because it just looks so good with that. I love originals with tassels, especially with those single globe light kits. Anyway, moving on. Nothing in the hallway. In my office / game room, still have the Casablanca 4 Seasons from 1989, running smooth as ever. This is on the medium speed on the same Leviton 4-speed control. Sorry, this is the high speed on the Leviton 4-speed wall control. Again, if you want to see an individual video on this fan, check out my channel. There is a video of it. However, it may not have had the spotlights on it. It might have just been a single globe back then. But this is pretty much going to stay in here because I don't have anything that I like more that I want to put in here. And I happen to really love 4 Seasons. They're one of my favorite Casablanca fans. It's the perfect size, high gloss blades, spotlights. This is staying. So, moving on down the hallway here, nothing in the bathroom. Nothing currently installed in the laundry room. However, there may be a fan coming in here in the future. I have toyed with the idea of putting a 36-inch white fan here, and that may actually happen. I just need to actually find the time to do it. So I might try something here. Sorry about that. That was rather rude. But yeah, I might be putting a fan here where the center light is. So stay tuned for that one. And then finally, going out into my garage, which is kind of a mess. I apologize. I moved a lot of stuff back from my storage locker, and I'm now storing all of my fans here in my garage. I no longer have the locker. But we still have the Emerson Stratojet here in the garage. This will probably stay. If I do replace it, it would be for another industrial or possibly even a 4-blade K63 52-inch blender fan. I have toyed with the idea of doing that. However, this is a childhood fan that came out of my elementary school when I was a kid. So it's kind of hard to take this down, but in all honesty, there are fans that do move more air than Stratojets, although these are excellent air movers. But I've been thinking about putting a blender fan in here for a while just because it kind of fits with the 1970s decor, 60s and 70s decor that I have here in the house, because this house was built in 74 and this fan is from the 80s, although it does run great. And it's on a Lutron wall control, solid state wall control. So, of course, I've got my motorcycle here, the Buick, my ATC. And then this is all the stuff that I brought back from the storage locker. All those yellow boxes have fans in them. And there's a couple of stacks of yellow boxes there that have fans in them. And there's other things in some boxes in here, but yeah. Basically, this is everything from my storage locker that I brought back. So now I am collecting on a smaller scale. I don't have a lot of the fans that I used to have before. I sold about 90% of my collection at Fanimation this past August, but I'm keeping a lot of my childhood fans. Might be selling off some more. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to have to go through them over the winter, but yeah, for now. And yes, I do know that that stack is leaning there. I'm going to reset that because that's making me nervous. I think the lids on the bottom are collapsing. So anyway, there you have it. That is the installs in my house, September 18th, 2024. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. There will be more videos uploading. I will be getting into some of my winter projects, testing fans here in the upcoming months, now that things are starting to settle down. So hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching. More videos to come.